afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda Heroes, Reich Defender of the Fatherland, off here to a 1 versus 1 on Holot Inferno Winter. Again, we have a fight here between Ihitto, fighting for Germany, for the Wehrmacht, for the Reich. Fighting here for the 2nd Panzer Division, striking up here versus Bananainpajamas under command here of the 6th Rifle Division. Got several units already in the way for him. An immediate choice here of Rifle Company, by the way. We also got some infantry bulletins here, including the rarer Rifleman Veterancy Bulletin. And we also got something here for the Easy 8s. For Ihitto knows choice of doctrine so far, we've got Lightning War, Elite Troops, and Mechanized Assault with Infantry, and a single Tiger Bulletin right there. So far, both players heading for infantry. We got Banana heading southward, but so far Ihitto is more on a center course. Except looks like we got the Grenadiers out here, and they are already on a northbound path as well. So far beyond that, nothing else to really report. The usual bit of barbed wire being around the truck. Not really uncommon at all whatsoever. Rushing straight for the fuel, though that's definitely going to delay Ihitto's move if he wants to go there. Of course, we're going to go south, which is rare actually to see from a Western player sort of immediately. But we'll of course have to see how that actually rolls. We've already got here Rifleman being called in for a Banana, a veteran Rifleman to assist the less veteran Rifleman, plus then the veterancy bonus there will certainly give Banana a bit of a veterancy bonus there overall for his infantry compared to Ihitto. So that's definitely a bit interesting. You got building there being secured. Looks like he's expecting some kind of movement. He's actually now heading south. Looks like he's sort of decided to get north, which is not an entirely bad idea considering the building there. If a player does rush forward, I mean, for the Wehrmacht, it can usually cause quite a mess there and easily slow them down. So rather heading south here, where there's notably a lot less if the Americans sort of dig in around. I mean, the Wehrmacht might have a bit of a chance there, so that's a little thing to keep in mind. But there we go, rear echelons being pushed away. We got an MD-42 around, so looks like he's very much insistent on the south. You got the Grenadiers here still holding the centre and the munitions there. We got Riflemen in the church opposite. But definitely a bit slightly different camping order there for the Western player on this map, though probably the wisest one. But there you go, by the way, also noting a double rear echelon there for Mr. Banana. Interesting. You could easily have called in some more elite riflemen soon enough, but instead opted for additional rear echelons. Also got the weapon there. He's clearly waiting for Ihitto to try and strike north here towards this point, but so far Ihitto is not taking the bait, instead holding himself rather sharply to the south and centre. But there we go. Bananainpajamas will not waste an opportunity there to secure the northern points, which is certainly wise. And there we go, we got additional riflemen on the way there. Almost veterancy too. They will definitely become an immediate threat there. And we got more rifle Grenadiers down the way for Ihitto. So far 3, but soon 4 alongside that MG-42. The MG-42 arriving. He seems a bit unsure where to sort of strike, but looks like he's finally sort of making up his mind. Setting up there the MG-42 ready to cover the advance. As the Soldati, that's the Grenadiers advance in. And there you go, up and getting on fire. Interesting enough, the Grenadiers actually fall back. Gives them some lining up and cover, something like that. And right there, Rioson's then striking to flex straight to the Grenadiers who pull back. Actually, we've got more riflemen attacking there. We've got Grenadiers as well pouring, coming fine. We've got Pioneers moving in instead. And there you go, Rioson's actually taking quite a bit of shooting now. They could actually go down here to Ihitto. Rifles flying from the north here. In this case, if Bananainpajamas had grenades, it could have done some good damage, but instead, it's not quite well. And there you go, the Rioson's well wiped out. An initial good strike there. Rifleman taking up position inside the wooden shed right here. That's definitely a bad decision. I mean, they can't really shoot out a lot there. Plus, right, he can just set up by the door. Now he's trying to get out, but already he's taking heavy damage to the MD-42. And the Rifleman, of course, getting, well, basically beaten down at the door by the Grenadiers. So right here, that did not work out at all for Bananainpajamas. I mean, be careful with these small structures, in particular how close the enemy are to them. Consider that as well. So that was a bit of a tactical blunder by Banana, and his riflemen paid a rather high price. We do have the riflemen, of course, veteran here too, and he can still call in more veteran troops. I mean, in that regard, I mean, when you consider the choices he made by Banana strategically, longer term that is, I mean, he can, in terms of sort of, you know, well, attrition, stand to suffer the losses better since he can call in veteran ones. Plus, of course, the live and learn bulletin again basically speeds up the process a bit, so it's not like he'll suffer too badly compared to had Ihitto make the same mistake with his grenadiers and say not going elite troops. But considering here how many infantrymen we do see here for Ihitto, I mean, a doctrine that sort of emphasizes the infantry might be an idea. But right here, staying out in the open, he might want to take up some cover there. Not well executed, I think, by Banana. Rifle still holding out in the south. Got the MG4 to the plastering away. Jack went down there, joining the rest. Dead in the large piles of snow. We got a mortar up now as well here for Ihitto. The MG42 needs to fall back. It's getting flanked a bit viciously. Certainly some vicious fighting around here. The north, though, is entirely American. The both victory points up there are certainly in the hands here of Bananainpajamas. But overall, so far, Ihitto's in a slight lead there in a sense, having wiped out 2 units there against Banana. Though again, Banana is doing his damnedest to quickly replace the losses, except for the re-echelons we apparently never had that fond feelings for. Slow advance up here through the, well, bits of trash left behind by some poor farmer. Mortar crew though in a bit of trouble, needs some support there. Also get a bunker up. I mean, considering the American play and all that, I mean, you know, usually you'd be careful about going for that heavy in a tier 1 and trying to take up rapidly so you could sort of be prepared for, say, a quick M20. But so far, Ihitto seems to be playing rather confidently, not too worried or bothered by that at all. Ah, so only Americans, what can they do? And certainly throughout parts of the war, the German army perception of the American army wasn't exactly a very praising one. And certainly that was not helped by the sort of real engagement they had there in North Africa between the two armies, where the Americans rather got beaten badly by the Germans and suffered some nasty losses. Got an MG4 again sitting up here. Ihitto needs to be careful of the MG4 coming again. It's not something so easily, you know, stand to be setting up with its own like that and moved in blindly. But looks like this time that Banana is not committing the same mistake there. Could be suffering some casualties. He does have access to flamethrowers now, that could work out here. He got a steward lighting and he rushed for the captain. Interesting enough, the captain, you know, could have used Supervise to speed up the production of the steward and then rush it out here versus Ihitto. I'm surprised that Bananainpajamas is not doing that. I mean, there's not exactly a lot for the captain to otherwise deal with at the moment. I'm sure he can use the bazookas and all that for the rest of the captain versus the infantry, but, you know, the steward would have a bigger impact. So I'm not entirely sure there why Bananainpajamas decided his captain shouldn't be bothered with that. Well, you know, he's a captain. He shouldn't be doing that. He should be up doing heroic stuff, like any American captain should do. Like some kind of Captain America, not Captain Supervisor. But he's on down the cut-off point there. He's securing a bit of territory. Then we got Banana striking back, but there we go. Steward light tank has been mobilized here. Rolling forwards. Usually used for reconnaissance and infantry support. Since by this point in the war it really wasn't very effective versus infantry. It was meant to replace by the M24 Chaffee, but that never really came into large enough numbers to really matter. There were a few, I think one battalion, a company or two, that fought during the Battle of the Ardennes, but that was about it. Going for the cut-off point there. Soon about to get hit by a blizzard. We've got flamethrowers up, we've got some light machine guns up as well, but ultimately here the lines have collapsed and Bananainpajamas streams forwards. And right now, Ihitto could consider himself taking up and getting up a support armor core. And maybe we're going for a Ostwind or a Panzer IV right now. Or maybe a Stug or two. I mean, he's got a decent amount of fuel. He's got the fuel point there that will be cut off a bit there temporarily. I still think, though, it might be a viable option. I mean, he could go for what a lot of the armoured players tend to do when they're being a bit lazy versus the US, which is just go mechanized assault and then calling the Stug, but even then that's going to be some points off. Whereas if he goes for that, he can be out, I think, pretty much sooner than that and actually be able to sort of deal with the Stug a bit more aggressively. He doesn't even have a light to mechanized company up. In fact, he doesn't have anything to sort of deal with the Stuart. So right there, of course, it's going up. Likely going to get a pack. But right there, I mean, Ihitto, I think, made a strategic misjudgment. I mean, he should not have been playing for that heavier tier 1. In fact, he's up to 5 grenadiers. That is definitely a strategic mistake. Too much infantry, too much tier 1, specifically infantry, with absolutely nothing to prepare for other than M20, an A half tank or a Stuart light tank, which is all viable options you have to consider as the Wehrmacht. So right there, I would definitely describe that as a blunder right there by Ihitto, which definitely gives a bit of agency and a bit of advantage there to Bananainpajamas, despite having a lot more infantry faced against him. He can still deal with it reasonably easy, since, well, it's going to be some time before there's anything to sort of seriously threaten it. And now looks like he's just climbing up his infantry here, slowly through the blizzard. Both sides with their own anti-tank guns. Looks like we've got grenades here already for Banana. Money engagement here. Looks like the bigger one will be setting off here. Moving straight there to take the point. Viperman could try and flank about, though they are freezing their asses off. Looks like here Banana is getting pushed back here by Ihitto's advance. Viperman forced away. We got Pioneers here charging straight into the captain and friends. And burning them alive, horribly. Or at least attempting to do so, except the bazookas and submachine gun make a rather nasty work there, the Pioneers. Nazis don't say wipe. No! Light machine gun fire here saves the day. Alongside that mortar. Though so far it's only really killed one poor soul.
Weather is clear. Return to normal operations.
Got an ambulance there on the way for Banana. Getting closer, they just certainly seem like he might be playing there for mechanized assault. Though again, I mean, the other doctrines could offer him a bit more for his infantry he currently has on the field. So I mean, it would very well be a lazy way of sort of going about things. And again, it does seem to be a bit comfy for Wehrmacht players versus the US in particular, since I mean, they can risk being easily dominated to a certain extent. And of course, in that regard, the Stugi is a sort of nice counter to that, and punish an American player, I suppose, for not playing too much against that. Ambulance, they're arriving. Still, Ihitto's maintaining some amount of terrain here. Some. Got lots of light machine guns here. The light machine guns will do absolutely nothing there versus a light tank. And of course, I mean, he's got plenty of close quarters effectiveness here for Banana, and could certainly work versus the Panzer Grenadiers, but versus the Grenadiers with light machine guns, the flamethrowers might not quite be as effective. So there's, I don't know, I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't get flamethrowers, but overall you should consider more of a mix, you know, maybe get half flamethrowers, then consider some BARs afterwards, to sort of have a mix of range capabilities. Instead, he's just gone all in there for the closer quarters. I mean, he could use smoke screens to sort of lay down cover that way, and there we go, mechanized assault in this regard. Ihitto is not being frightfully original. Rios ones there being pushed away.
We're losing a capture point. What's that gunner thinking?
Radman suppressed. We've got the Stude here striking in from the north. Bit of suppressor fire, and there we go. Smoke screen down. They're a bit late. We got the anti-tank gun joining in. Interesting enough, he's not ordered to hold fire. Or well, target vehicles. Going to flanking on the Grenadiers. Need to be careful. He's actually climbing up his infantry. That's definitely going to be a good chance here for a grenade. And looks like Banana here saw it. Oh, scheisse! Grenadiers caught there. That was definitely a bit of a blunder there by Ihitto. Another one more tactical. And there we go. The Stugi being called in. So again, I think if he teched up, he could have had some armor out sooner, and could probably put in a bit more of a jackboot there versus Banana. And maybe a flak panzer could have been an available option there. So a bit disappointed, I think, in Ihitto. Either way, the Sturmgeschütz immobilized. To deal with the American infantry. We've got Stuart, red light tank moving up there. Need to be careful there if he gets flanked by the Stuart, and he begins firing off the Shell shot that could easily be a quick demise there for the Stoogie rather than tagging in there though. Johnny went down there. Now this is a bit rare to see a player actually calling in two Stoogies. Looks like Ihitto is going a bit all in, taking a bit of a larger fuel hit there. That's 150 fuel, which will certainly also leave him a bit open and certainly leave him some time if he can get by. At the same time, he can use it properly. He can slaughter a lot of infantry. He could even cause a bit of threat there to the Stuart light tank. Smoke screen down, or rifle grenade. No. Smoke screen indeed, not bad, not bad. The problem is that the Stoogies can just drive through it. Haha, same laid down smoke. Too bad we can drive through it. It's not like it's white phosphorus. Are you sure? Maybe. Rather than striking south, they're going for his viewpoint. I mean, in that regard, Banana is trying to his best to sort of deny Ihitto as much fuel as possible. Stuart here doing a bit of nasty damage to the Pioneers up north. 37mm gun there, raking them down. Anti-tank in here expectantly. Oh, bazooka shots are connecting with the Stoogies side and rear armor. The earlier Stoogie models will certainly had not enough armor to actually shrug off a shot there from a bazooka. Little fun fact there. There we go, Rifleman taking some punishing catches to the Sturmgeschütz. Looks like the entire unit is about to get wiped out. Maybe they got a bit lucky this time around. Well, he got a bit lucky, the rest obviously didn't.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
But Banana wants something pushed back here in front of the assault gun assault. Need to be a bit careful. Oh, got the anti-tank gun crew as well. Very open here. There we go, going after the ambulance. Nice bit of damage has been done to the Stoogies. Ambulance somehow still working though, despite being hammered there with 75mm shells. Bazooka dropped that the captain wiped out. Things are looking a bit rough here for Mr. Banana. Actually, my apologies, had time for the mid-game now, so they'll be a bit delayed. But current situation not exactly looking good here. We got two Stoogies hammering away at the base of Bananainpajamas. His only chance is basically, though, holding out here for a bit longer, getting in the easy, in which case the Stoogies won't be able to do much. The Pack 40 and the infantry nearby might be a bit of trouble. At the same time, he can handle things correctly. Maybe some anti-tank gun support. In fact, he's getting another one there. He might be able to, well, clear this out. I mean, right now he just basically has to hope that Ihitto gets too greedy with his Stoogies, tries to get too much damage in and begins suffering some heavier losses. At the same time, though, he's doing a good job basically harassing elsewhere, trying to that way keep Ihitto a bit occupied as well in other spots. And otherwise, he's done a good job then denying resources to Ihitto, besides, you know, having him call in two Stoogies, which of course means a Tiger tank is going to be somewhat far away. So in that regard, I mean, while Stoogie has gained a current advantage, long term it could actually backfire on him pretty severely, since a Tiger will be notably farther away. And when it is maybe arriving on the field, there might be some bigger problems for it. For Mr. Bananainpajamas, the Flamethrowers did have a few snacks there. And again, it's rather going to come down to the Easy 8s at the current moment. He's got nothing else they might want to take out a bit before that, but that is too late now. Until then, he basically has to sort of avoid the Stoogies and always, you know, try to get them wiped out once the anti-tank gun arrives to the field alongside these 8 push forwards, and always try to push him back as much as possible before the Tiger arrives, and try to cut off the fuel as much as possible. As for Ihitto, he needs to get up some fuel caches, or he needs to take up and get something else. Right now, I mean, while he's got an infantry advantage, but once the armor hits, he's going to be in a bit of bigger trouble. So right now, he needs to begin preparing for that, because he's fighting versus Rifleman. He should know it. He should also know that there's a large probability the EC8s will soon be hitting him, and the Stoogies will not quite cut that. He's got a Pack 40, but at the same time, a few clever maneuvers from Banana could easily, you know, see him attacking through here and attacking them all from behind, which would rather make things a bit of a mess there. So in that regard, Ihitto needs to get a bit more cautious here. And need to prepare for the longer fight. In that regard, fuel caches will be absolutely vital to him. Either that or taking up, and even then, fuel caches will be vital. But back here to the fight. Stuart light tank cooked up. Got artillery going down here, ambulance down. Ihitto there. Oh, actually now pulling back. Interestingly enough, though, we got the anti-tank gun moving up. Prioritize vehicles, though. Prioritize vehicles. So right now, Bananainpajamas is in a bit of a bind. Though there's a bazooka they can secure. Now we got Ihitto here falling back after his raid. One Stuke there's in dire need of repairs. But right now he's actually splitting them up. And that could actually work out here to the advantage of Banana, who seems to be very much be saving up here just for the EC8. Veterans one there for the Sturmgeschütz. And there we go, EC8 arrives. We want to get that 50 caliber on top as well. And there goes Sugi moving in. Ihitto's greed is beginning to show here. Stuke taking fire there. Sherman could move in. No, he's not. Oh, shot bounced off there at maximum range. But there you go. One Stuke down. One Stuke down. Sherman cooked that up like a goose. Using, well, some rather less than usual cooking implements. So right now Ihitto might want to consider being a bit more cautious, tightening up his lines. We've got more anti-tank guns here mobilized immediately here for Bananainpajamas. He needs to begin moving forward, so he needs to begin taking territory back. Also needs to cover up here, which is where he seems to be moving forwards, but he's actually pulled away his tank support there. And there we go, we got a quick force. Oh, Stuke, they're coming in from the anti-tank guns already. Mortar has advanced. More fire going down, mortar rounds going in. Still only one kill! Christ, I'm starting to feel sorry for the only poor bastard who got killed by them. I mean, that's a pretty terrible record there. A disgrace to mortar crews everywhere. But he's here, they're breaking through, they're coming out of fire from Stugi. Cleared out the Pack 40 though. 50 caliber doing what he can. Here's Stugi though, managed to get away with a wrecked gun. There you go, they're crewing in front of him, the EC8. Now there's a slight problem. He can still clear it up from him, particularly with the 50 caliber on top. The Pack 40 crew will be exposed on the other side of the gun shield there. And a few good shots there can clear up the Pack 40 before he can really get off any shots there versus the EC8s. We got the rifleman joining him to the north as well. There we go, cleared up before starting the shot there. Right now it's utter chaos here for Ihitto. And he finds himself rapidly run off. Might even lose the MG42 here to the Americans, and there we go. A shot reversal there against Ihitto. Pack 40 and an MG42 there handed over to the Americans, which will mean a third anti-tank gun. But at the same time, we still got most of the territory. Of course, this can Ihitto get anywhere with that? He's getting closer to the Tiger. He did manage to hold both fuel points for a brief while, so that helped a bit. You still got a nice chunk on that, but there's still no fuel cache or anything. He's clearly now setting up for the Tiger there. And he's just calling in more grenadiers. I rather feel like that's a wrong approach there from Ihitto. If anything, he should be calling in something else. Packs or more machine guns to get up some caches. And there we go, the Tiger mobilized. Pioneers in a bit of trouble. They did actually win out the flamethrower duel there for a brief bit. But with the arrival of the Sherman, that was rather overturned. And there we go. Tiger mobilized in support of the 2nd Panzer Division. Ready to shoot down some Amerikaner. And there we go. An awful lot of infantry clumping up in a small, tight spot there. There's a tank with high explosive rounds. You know, Heinz, I don't really think this is a good idea. Oh dear. I'm not entirely sure here what Ihitto is thinking. Tiger there with pins on machine gun on top. We got veterans running for the Sherman. We got anti-tank guns here. 2 ready. Tiger's going to move straight in front of them. They're interesting enough for some reason. Bananainpajamas not using prioritized vehicles here. That might actually give the Tiger just what it needs here. Damage engine on the Sherman. Oh, we exposed it to the anti-tank guns. And he actually moves out. What are you doing, Ihitto? You exposed the rear of the Tiger and you moved it close here. And they can understand he wanted to get away there from the anti-tank guns, but the problem is that he just made it easier for the Sherman to get off more shots, and the Tiger should have just pulled back or laid down some smoke on them. Or just cleared them out. Either way, that was definitely a mistake. And I fear that Tiger's going to be lost right there. So that was definitely a mishandled Tiger there by Ihitto. He was trying to get the killing blow, instead he got killed. That could have been executed a bit better. Got the Sherman there laying down the smoke screen as escapes. Well done, though needs to move that further.
Allied AT gun has been destroyed.
Now he got in the anti-tank gun overall. He should have laid down the smoke screen, I think, Mr. Ihitto there. This mod has finally got some more kills. But again, not very well handled Tiger there. Maybe Ihitto got a bit desperate, a bit greedy, who knows. But that could have gone better. Now the easy there, and currently Ihitto's got very little to sort of deal with it sort of properly. He's got, well, too many gun ideas, I think, and he should have gone for anti-tank guns. Again, he bet it all on the Tiger and, well, lost it. So right now Ihitto is in a very dark position here versus Bananainpajamas. And of course, the question is, what will he do next? Stu there trying to get... Oh! Crashing his way to victory. The veterans who Maxi Ross got there wiped out, though, for poor Banana. We got the Ihitto they're moving ahead. And a quick Panzerfaust there. Caused a bit of a problem there for the Sherman Ihitto. Point there secure, point there secure. Banana striking back. Other tank here just needs his engine fixed up and he can move again, and the veterans here too. It's going to be a problem there for Ihitto. Grenadiers there being pushed away. Interesting enough, Banana's made absolutely no use of the MG42 they secured from his opponent, nor the Pack 40. I can't help but feel a bit, disappointed in Banana. Meanwhile, though, we got the infantry objective Ihitto streaming forwards. And neither player seems actually using prioritized vehicles on the anti-tank. Oh, there we go. So many light machine guns, though. He's really betting everything on those light machine guns now, it seems. But at the same time, with his Shermans out, they might have less of an effect there. Now we got the MG42 sending up here to deal with the Kraut machine guns. A grenade hit, there we go. Heavy losses there inflicted. That's Sherman striking in from the north. Good job there. Very broad approach going to hit. Ihitto for some points at once. They simply can't withstand an assault like that. At least so it looked like then. Banana did nothing. Still no tech up there. Looks like Ihitto is again betting on another Tiger.
The sector has been cut off. Cops report the weather is lifting. Stand by for confirmation. That's everyone.
There he goes, striking in. Stu there taking heavy hits. Veteran 2 doing little there versus the EC8s. There we go. The last storm gets shot kaput, and the Pack 40 there about to get overwhelmed as well here by the Shermans. 30 and 50 caliber fire raking the crew, and there we go, wiped out. And now he's pretty much got little left here to stop them, and there we go, GG from Ihitto. Game over, a victory there for the United States of America, and a loss to Germany. I mean, overall, this was a battle where we saw Ihitto, I think, commit several sort of strategic mistakes, and sort of through strategy he actually ended up losing the game, plus the larger tactical blunder there with the Tiger. I mean, again, He went for 2 Stoogies, which again, I mean, gave him a short-term advantage, but the problem was we couldn't really sort of leverage it up, in part because then he was playing for the Tiger. He packed some regular medium arm out. It might have worked when he said there was too long a period there of time between the Tiger arriving and the Stoogies. That basically gave Bananainpajamas the time to sort of get out, and then when he came in with the Tiger, he basically, well, threw it away. He should have had some fuel catch up at the very least then. But overall, I think he should have gone for at least, well, most 1 Stoogie, and then he should have checked up and gone for something else to support. And overall, I would think I would have preferred him actually, considering all the grenadiers he had. He should have gone either for lightning war or elite troops teched up and gone for some regular armor that way. But instead he did the opposite, which overall really did not benefit his infantry heavy play, which I definitely think was a mistake as well. And overall that slowly but surely gave Bananainpajamas the advantage, despite him also making some nasty tactical mistakes, but overall they were nothing compared to the larger strategic mistakes made by Ihitto. So in that regard, you know, Banana's more solid strategic play saw him through this battle. But I have to say, I mean, Ihitto's start was reasonably nice, but overall, again, it was basically to a larger extent thrown away due to the mistakes he made. Also, doctrinally, he made use of, what, 3 of the abilities? Though, again, Banana more or less also did the same. He could have maybe used some white phosphorus here and there. But beyond that, I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, why not subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, you know, send in a replay and provide some feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers, and thank you all for watching. Bye.